welcome to this month's Coach's Corner here for Maine Baseball. We're talking to Maine head coach Steve Trimper. And Coach, hard to believe, 36 games already in the books so far, and just your thoughts on the season, how it's going for you.
You know, obviously it goes quick. You start playing every single day, and we've been traveling a heck of a lot this year. I think a little bit more than usual, at least the miles we've been putting on. And you know, we're extremely excited to get into conference play. We've got through 2 of the 7 weekends, and you know, we went on the road and got 2 of those series out of the way. Looking forward to getting home here and getting in front of our home crowd, and obviously playing some of the teams that we think we should compete against quite well and get ahead in the standings and try to see about winning this championship.
When you laid out the plan prior to the season, have things gone as planned, or have there been some twists and turns for the Black Bears?
You know, I'm pretty much. I think we're where I thought we could be. I thought we were going to be a pretty strong pitching team, which we're leading the conference in most of those categories. Offensively, we're kind of exceeded me a little bit what I thought my expectations were. I thought we were going to be a balanced lineup. I think Taylor Lewis has really stepped up, and some of the freshmen have really stepped up, and Tyler Patzlick and Mike Francoso are playing every single day and picking up some of the slack. And we need a couple hitters that we usually expect to hit to kind of step it up a little bit as conference goes on. But you know, our defense is always pretty strong in the infield. You know, we have great catching, so we're playing pretty much where I thought we could play. I wish we could have snuck out a couple more of those early season games against some of the bigger teams that we played, like in Oregon State, a 2-1 game. You know, I think of a couple, you know, tough losses that we didn't play all that well. That, you know, I think our overall record would have stepped up a little bit. But right now, you know, the conference means everything in our league, and we got to get in the top part of that conference so we can try to host this tournament.
Year number 5 for you here at Maine, about a third of the way left to go here in 2010. How does this year's team compare to some of the previous teams you've had here for the Black Bears?
Well, I think my first year we had an outstanding team. I mean, when Coach Costi left, he had, you know, a very veteran ball club. Not a great pitching team, but a great offensive club. If you remember, we didn't pitch well, we didn't play great defense, but we just smacked the cover off the ball, and we kind of won by just getting into slugfest. You know, and obviously my first year or two, I had to kind of learn about recruiting here and get some kids in. You know, we took a lump there. We're, you know, getting some young kids in and trying to play some young guys. And I think last year's team, along with this year's team, you're starting to see you reap the benefits a little bit when you're starting to get a little bit more of a talented ball club. And you know, so I'm excited that, you know, to finish up this year here and go on to postseason play, and the future of the program is outstanding. I think the kids that we signed this year that'll be coming in for next year's class are could be even a step up from what we just brought in, and I was excited about our you know, our nationally ranked class that we just got.
Talking with Steve Trimper here on the Coach's Corner here for the month of April 2010. Coach, you mentioned 2 weekends into the conference schedule, 5 left to go. Break down the Americas Conference this year.
You know, obviously with the new divisions and without Vermont in the league, it's a little bit different. We're all going through it for the first time. I think just in general, I really like the 3-game series. Takes a little bit of pressure off you. You saw it this weekend in Binghamton, where you had 11-10 ball game in the last one, where everybody was just kind of running pitchers out there. But you know, I think Binghamton's a very strong club. Again, we knew that they would have a couple good arms and a very solid offensive lineup. Stony Brook's got 3 good pitchers, you know, and so I think that the 3 of us, between Maine, Binghamton, and Stony Brook, we all match up pretty well in a tournament setting. I think the one advantage that we do have, just either seeing Binghamton now in person and also Stony Brook, you know, on paper, I think our bullpen, our pitching is a little bit deeper, and obviously in a tournament, that's such a key factor. You know, when you have to win, you know, 3 and 4 games in a short period of time, it's a little bit different situation with pitching. So I think that's going to give us a little bit of advantage at the end of the year. The second thing I think that's helping right now is we're able to get guys out with less pitch counts. You know, we've been doing that consistently. We're going to continue to do that. Keep our guys healthy, keep them fresh. You know, we saw, you know, Binghamton's 2 pitchers go this week at 130 and 132 pitches. You know, and their bullpen's a little weaker. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you get to the end of the year, those guys get worn down a little bit. So hopefully we keep our guys fresh and get ready for postseason play.
Got 3 conference series upcoming here at Mahaney Diamond. Just talk about some of the improvements that have happened here at Mahaney over the last couple of years.
It's been outstanding. I mean, you know, I would have to give credit to tons of people. You know, not only our athletic department with Blake James, Will Bieberstein helping out, but just tons of donors and friends and supporters that have just stepped up and helped us out with probably making it one of the nicest facilities. And I'm calling it on the East Coast now. I used to say the Northeast, but now I'm reaching out to the East, to the whole East Coast. You know, the surface is second to none. And of the FieldTurf surfaces, it's one of the best around. You know, Northeast Turf and John Heward came in here and they did a bang-up job, just not only cosmetically with our striped outfield and the warning track, but just the way it plays. And now we just upgraded with our dugouts, putting in state-of-the-art dugouts, and we're not done yet. We got some fencing to do, some backstops, some things that we're going to improve over the next couple of, hopefully the next couple of months, if not the next couple of years. I think lights is the next one. We're going to try to redo our lights and get those things done. But, it makes it a lot easier for us to come home and play and obviously practice with the turf in the cold weather in the early season. But it attracts teams to come and play here. We're trying to get some more home series, when we have those non-conference weekends open to get teams up here. And it just, obviously it helps in recruiting. You're getting kids in here and you're getting a quality kid that will choose this place over a school. Like we just signed a kid the other day, Alex Kalbeck's coming from Vancouver. He's the number 3 hitter in the Canadian national team, and he chose us over Oregon State and Utah. And he did because he loved our facility. And, we just came back from Oregon State, and it was a pretty darn nice facility too, but he thought more of our facility than he did at Oregon State. So, I think it's going to help out down the road in just our recruiting aspects.
All right, Coach. Good luck down the way.
All right, thanks.